Hello and welcome back to the White Pew podcast. I am ZM and it is Sunday the 3rd of November 2024. If you don't know, the White Pew is a website where myself and my collaborator Gabrielle de la Puente write about art, exhibitions, culture at large, whether that be, art and exhibitions or video games, films, books, telly, whatever takes our fancy on any given Sunday. We publish the texts as texts on thewhitepube.com, and this podcast feed is where we publish the audio versions of them so you can hear us read them in our own voices, our own words, etc. I'm going to read this week's review, which is of Jasleen Kaur's installation for the 2024 Turner Prize called Alter. It's on at the Tate Britain now. Jasleen is not the first Turner Prize nominee this year that I've written about. I wrote a feature for Crafts magazine on Delaine Labasse, and that is in their current issue, which is available. I will link it in the show notes for this podcast. Also, very quickly before I start reading, FYI, if you're listening to this on Sunday or Monday, we are doing a little talk at the ICA on the 5th of November, Tuesday. We're doing a talk with Abby Palmer to celebrate our book being out, Poor Artists. So we're talking to Abby, and we're going to potentially also do the ICA talk as a game show, a quiz show. So there are tickets for that on the ICA website. I will link it in the show notes as well. But yeah, that's happening. Okay, that's all. Yeah, those are all the notices I had to read at the start. Stay tuned till the end and I will give you a little emoji to post on the comments for the Instagram post, and I will get reading. Okay, that's all. I'm on my own in the Tate Britain to see Jasleen Kaur's installation for the 2024 Turner Prize, Alter. There is a long room in front of me, a long carpet, red funky florals. It disappears into the misty distance. The room is so long it has its own horizon line. At the other end of the room, barely visible, there's a long table with ruched lilac satin tablecloths. It is like an altar, wearing a shimmery skirt so long like the Last Supper, but instead of disciples, there are sculptures of enormous disembodied brown hands, wood-grained and gesturing delicately. Above me, there's a suspended ceiling made of blue glass. The room is enormous, engulfing, an expanse that makes it all feel liminal. But the suspended ceiling is normal ceiling height, and it is also a window because the light pouring through is making the room glow baby blue. Carpet and ceiling, me in between, nothing else. I'm sandwiched, stuck, in a tunnel and passing through. There is sound, a soft droning hum. Every so often something goes ping, like tiny cymbals are being clashed together. Gently. I walk forwards to the banqueting table. I look up. There are objects on top of the ceiling and I can see them through the glass. On the other side, a bottle of Gucci Rush and a fake tongue, nearly empty 2-litre bottles of Iron Brew, an unmade jigsaw of Bhagat Singh, cash, Scottish £1 notes, fake vomit, cassette player radio and CDs, a Qawwali mix by Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan. A very long wool scarf, fruit pastels, soft mints, glow-in-the-dark green prayer beads, flyers that read Indian Workers' Union Glasgow, orange and blue balloons tied to a weight, a floral tribute with lilac and white flowers spelling out the name Vera, orange tracksuit with an unsmiley face and can't do it lettering down the leg. I walk through, between the funky floral carpet and the blue ceiling sky. My head is tilted up the entire time. I approach the altar and the wood-grained hands have tiny prayer symbols perched between their fingers. Something to my left goes ping just as I blink, but I swear I saw the hands move. Now I am at the long table. I can see the rest of the room. On the floor on my right, there's 2 enormous images printed on paper and laid out along the floor. 1. Muslims and Sikhs praying together. The Muslims are wearing skull caps and kneeling. The Sikhs are wearing turbans and standing behind them. Both groups are facing the camera, all bearded men wearing kurtas, their hands out in front of them. the universal oneness of God. La ilaha illallah, bye, bye, bye. This is an image I recognise. It was Eid in 2021. 2 men were removed from a tenement building in Pollokshields in Glasgow's south side and bundled into an immigration van. People from the neighbourhood surrounded the van, blocking it in, yelling, "Let our neighbours go." The police tried to disperse the crowd, but no one budged, and they had to let the 2 men go. One of them, Lakhvir Singh, was an Indian national who'd been living in Scotland since 2008, much longer than the 5 years required to be granted indefinite leave to remain. I recognised the image from Twitter, the news, shot from the opposite building. Police in fluoro yellow vests surround an immigration enforcement van, surrounded in turn by a crowd of masked Glaswegians. It's funny, isn't it? Art is normally nailed to the wall at exactly eye level for someone of average height. This room is empty at that presumed and standardised eye level. Everything is up above me and on the floor. It cages every body in the same way, creates a kind of tunnel vision. Here I am, all alone in the Tate Britain, this bastion of British culture, home to the nation's art in the nation's capital. But I'm also not actually in London. I'm elsewhere, looking up at the Pollokshields sky. I am in British East Africa, the colony and protectorate of Kenya, or Gujarat, British India, Punjab's new capital, post-partition Chandigarh, freshly designed by Le Corbusier. I'm staring directly into the sun. The sky is a vitrine full of objects, cabinet of curiosities. You couldn't have curation without colonialism because it is all about hunting things, trapping things, and displaying them like they are dead. None of these objects on the other side of the ceiling sky are dead though. They are actually alive and mid-use, and they are lying around ready to be picked up. I am just on the wrong side of the glass. I am on the inside looking out at the world, where the world is full of life and objects. Balloon, fake vomit, treble, soft mint, £1 note, Gucci rush, fake tongue, blessed iron brew. No, there is no vitrine, only the ceiling sky and the floral carpet and this liminal space in between. There is no review, only the feeling that I am floating in this enormous middle with no sense of scale, feeling small because the room has me swimming, sublime. I'm 3 years old. I'm wearing black polyester trousers and a baby pink crushed velvet t-shirt. I have powerful baby hairs and a mini ponytail on the top of my head, just like my idol, Groovy Chick. I'm wearing silver glittery eyeliner and a pink jewelled bindi. I am in northwest London, in a banqueting hall on the 2nd floor, above a restaurant or a cash and carry, on the side of a dual carriageway or a slip road. The floors are carpeted, red funky florals. There's a square laminate dance floor. The tables are large and round and they have long, thick, creamy white tablecloths. The chairs are wearing bodycon dresses made of the same fabric. They have sashes tied round their backs. There is a disco ball, coloured lights sweeping across the room. All of the walls are covered in creamy curtains, ruched folds grazing the floor. This room feels like an upholstered womb. I am an egg being incubated. I am floating and small. I'm going to die of embarrassment. It is my uncle's 50th birthday, and I'm going to do a dance in front of everyone. No, it is my cousin's wedding. No, it is my aunt and uncle's 30th wedding anniversary. It's Harrow Cricket Club's yearly fundraiser, Diwali or Navratri. This isn't a banqueting hall, it's the Navnat Centre. A man is holding a microphone, wearing a suit that fit him 20 years ago, with enormous lapels, a grand moustache, aviator glasses. He is making a nice speech that no one is listening to. There's an open bar. There's a buffet with stainless steel tureens lined up across a long table, oversized serving spoons. Everyone is eating kofta, dal makhni, chili paneer. It's a dinner and dance. I drink blackberry and lemonade in a tall glass with a straw. There is a 2-litre bottle of Coke on every table. People are drinking from small white plastic cups, the kind that crinkle and crunch. The DJ is called DJ George of the Jungle. He's playing Bally Jagpal and Rishi Rich, Juggy D, RDB. There is no DJ, and actually my uncle is playing the harmonium, and everyone is singing bhajans from pale orange booklets with low-res photocopied baby Krishna, and my aunt is at the front with a ring binder. disco lights. I am dancing with my cousin Nagina. She is 16 and she wears lip gloss. She put the eyeliner on me. She let me borrow her scrunchie. We are holding hands and she is swinging me round and round, and you can't hear over the music, but I'm screaming because I'm having so much fun. I fall asleep lying on 2 chairs pushed together, music pounding. There is no review, only this feeling of being small and warm, falling asleep in the dark of a 2nd floor banqueting hall overlooking the North Circular. And that is, well, that's the review, but there is no review, so that's the text. Please can I have an emoji on the Instagram posts of, you know those hands that are like, the hand that is like a perfect circle with the forefinger and thumb? That one, that's like giving like the OK symbol. Please can I have that? And there you go, that's the text. The Turner Prize is on, I think, until the new year. It's on at the Tate Britain this year. And yeah, go see it. It does cost a little bit of money to go in. I'm not sure how much, because I get in for free because I'm Chelsea UAL staff at the moment. So if you can wangle your way in, that's, I don't know, it's worth a look round. It's interesting this year. The other nominees are, as I said, Delane Labasse, Claudette Johnson and Pio Abad, as well as Jasleen Kaur. But yeah, I went in to go see all 4 of them, and Jasleen's work made me feel like a kid in that same way. She was using, I think, I felt that she was using the aesthetic of like dinner and dance, Kenyan, Indian, 90s celebration. Like with the suspended ceiling, with the ruched folds of the table and like the carpet. Yeah, it was a very specific aesthetic language that spoke to me. All right, go on. I'll leave you to the rest of your Sunday, and I'll leave the link to that ICA event in the show notes as well. Goodbye.